Alrighty, hello everybody. Happy Monday, September 6th, 2021. It's Labor Day. It's a Monday night. I'm going to try to get a game of Magic in on webcam, playing my Tawnos Urza's Apprentice deck. Is it artifacts and fun stuff? I picked up a bunch of new cards for it, so I'm excited. We will see how it goes. Looks like we're waiting on one more person currently before we get the match going. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good holiday weekend. I've been playing a bunch of video games and whatnot. We recently built out our sort of movie watching area with a bunch of beanbag chairs and a TV and stuff, so it's good. We've been playing video games and watching stuff on the big TV, so things are good here. And now I'm ready to sling some spells, see if I can't win with this deck. I've never won with this deck yet, so hopefully I can pop off on these fools and, you know, show them what it is. So I'll be hanging out in chat too. I'll say hello now in chat. I'll be watching, and yeah, once one more person joins this game on Discord, we will be good to go. So yeah, I appreciate all of your support, those of you who are out there watching me. Keep tuning in. I appreciate it. And I know the games are long and drawn out, but it's good times. It is good times. If anyone wants to freelance, edit my videos down to just the action bits, just the highlights, that would be terrific. Or show me how. Teach me your ways of video editing. I'm not great at video editing. I've tried my hands in the past, but it's hard. It's very time consuming. So, anyways, I hope you like my Nissa backdrop up here. Nissa. Yep. Finally got some more magic art for the background. You know. You know what's up. So yeah, I'm going to be playing my Tawnos deck. Tawnos. Cannot wait. Hopefully I get to pull out some ridiculous things against these people. So we shall see. So yeah, still waiting on one more person. I can go on ahead and shuffle my deck some. I'm just shuffling. I can do some ASMR shuffle stuff while I wait for the cue. I should read something. Some kind of text. I'll read the lyrics to Chocolate Rain by Tay Zonde. Does everyone remember Chocolate Rain? I know I do. Yep, hope you've had a great long holiday weekend, everybody. I am in queue for a Magic game, waiting on one more person before we get it rolling. Then I will switch over and you will see my playmat, which you can also see here. My camera's right here, by the way, my playmat cam. So, it's good times here. I've got my water bottle right under here. Oh yeah. Love me some water. Well, now I have to see if I could keep 7 cards off the top. 2, 3. That's 7 cards exactly. Could I keep this hand? No. 2 lands. Cannot do it. It's no good. Hopefully I get to keep a good hand when I play these guys and girls. Just shuffling. Biding my time. Yep. Still waiting on one person. That is rough. There's 3 waiting in mid and 3 waiting in low. In terms of 3 out of 4 and 3 out of 4. That's pretty wild. I should switch over and play a low deck. JK. Would that be kind of messed up? Should I do that? Nah, I want to play my Tawnos deck. I'll wait for it because I want to play my Tawnos deck so bad. So yeah, my goal is to get Sands of Time out and destroy everyone with doubling the Sands of Time trigger, either with my commander or with a new card I added, which is, you guessed it, Lithoform Engine. The other one being Strionic Resonator, which I could not find. Who'd have thought that Strionic Resonator would be difficult to come by? Not me. Here's the Lithoform Engine that I got. Shabam! Lithoform Engine. Pretty ridiculous card. Can do a lot. Go figure. I added recently the Teferi Mage of Zalfir to shut down my opponents from playing instants. And it allows me to cast creatures at flash speed, which is pretty nuts. So Teferi might be fun. He's kind of a flex slot, to be honest. I'll probably replace him with something like the Strionic Resonator. So yeah, I'm getting there on this deck, though. I switched out quite a few cards. I'm excited to see if it can do its thing in this mid-game, if it ever starts taking off. We are still waiting somehow on one more person. Alright, I might just switch over to the low pod. No. Should I do that? Nope. They just fired off with 4. That's funny. See ya. Still waiting on one in mid. Nobody wants to play mid. Oh, someone just joined. Thank goodness. My improvising and stalling skills are not the best. Not the best at all. So, I am getting into the game right now, and we will get this thing going momentarily. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Again, I hope you've had a great long weekend, and now let's see if I can kick some butt with my Magic deck that I just spent some money putting some new cards into, so I'm excited to get that going right about now. Join in the voice chat. Here we go. Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, I can.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, just to let everybody know, I am streaming, by the way, on Twitch. This is Zach, by the way. So I'm playing my new just full disclosure, just FYI. I'm not like cheating or anything, I swear. But I have like maybe 2 people watching. Also, I'm playing my new Tawnos deck.
Versus the Princess?
Yes. So I just built it, and I'm stoked to play it. I've never won with it, but you know, today might be the day, so we'll see. I just switched out a bunch of cards, so hopefully it plays better.
I'll have to take a mulligan.
Ooh, perfect set. That's fine.
One mulligan too.
All right, let's see what I get. I'm going to keep this hand. It's crazy. Yeah, so I'm good to keep. I don't know how y'all are doing.
Go down to 6.
Okay, I'm good to keep.
I'm good to keep as well.
Hey, Kristen, thanks for tuning in. Kristen, I appreciate your support.
You already set the turn order.
I haven't yet. I'm gonna do it 3 times.
Thank you for watching, Kristen. I appreciate your support. You're awesome. I hope you guys have great rounds out there.
Yeah, I'll keep and put this on the bottom.
Everybody's ready?
Yep.
I have a pregame effect, actually.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to reveal Leyline of Anticipation.
Okay.
And that's it.
Alright, I will draw for turn. I will play a Zagoth Triumph tap, and I will pass.
Alright. I will draw. I'll play a swamp and pass.
Draw a card. I'll play this mountain and pass. Mountain and pass.
Draw. Stomping ground and pass.
Unset, draw. I'll play a Spire Garden, and then I will cast a 3 visits, going to get a Catria Triumph, and I'll pass.
On your instep, I'm going to Vampiric Tutor.
Yep.
Feeling good about my hand so far, everybody. Feeling good about my hand.
That card and put it on top. and then draw that for turn. Gonna play a tapped overgrown tune and pass.
Okay, on your instep, I'm going to flash in a bauble of the Wayfarer's variety.
Alright.
And then I will go to my turn, and I will untap. Oops, sorry. And no upkeep triggers. I will draw for turn. I will play Manamo, School at Water's Edge, and I'm just going to go ahead and crack this to do the thing, and I'll just pass.
Hinterland Harbor and pass.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Hall of Fountain tapped, and I will cast Teamer Ascendancy. And I will pass this round.
Gonna untap and draw. We'll play a forest. I'm gonna tap 3 for an Eternal Witness, getting the vamp back to hand. And I'm gonna pass.
Alright, sounds good. I will untap, no upkeep effects, and I will draw for turn. And I am going to play a Command Beacon as my land for turn. And then I think I will just take this opportunity to tap 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and cast a Blood Moon.
Prize.
So non-basics are now mountains. And I pass.
Draw. Forest and pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll scoop.
Oh, no. Sorry about that. Damn. I guess he didn't like the Blood Moon.
Yeah.
Oops.
I guess I'll go to my turn.
I guess so. Well, sorry, boys.
The Blood Moon kind of helps me because I don't have red. It's giving me red.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this into play untapped, paying 3 life.
So it's just a mountain. So it doesn't have that ability, but it will come in untapped, but it's just a mountain. But you don't have to pay 3 life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's just a mountain.
Tap 4 for Tanya and pass.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I will untap and I will draw. So I am going to play this mountain for turn. Let's see, I've got a mountain and a mountain and a mountain. And then a mountain and one of those. Okay, I will go on ahead and take this opportunity to tap these mountains and this mountain for a Karn the Great Creator. Just putting him out there. He's going to come in at 5. And I will just activate his +1 and not target anything. Not target anything, but going up to 6. And I pass the turn there. Pass.
Draw. Shivan Reef and pass.
Untap and draw. We'll go to combat. I'm gonna swing the witness at the walker, and then Tanya at you, Zach.
I will go no blocks, so Karn will take 2 from the witness,
Yes.
going from 6 down to 4, and I will take 2 from Tana.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I'll make 2 saplings.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna pass after that.
Okay, for some reason it's not letting me add commander damage. It's like glitching up. Oh, here we go. It's working now. It was weird. It was like glitched up. All right, my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Untap and no upkeep effects. I'll draw a card. I do not have a land drop, and I will pass the turn. No, sorry. I will uptick Karn 1 for no reason, and I will pass. That's it. Pass.
Breeding pool. And pass.
I'm gonna cast the Vamp Tutor on your instep.
I wonder what he's getting. End step vampiric tutor. I wonder what the target is going to be. We'll never know.
Find that card.
I need another island.
And then go to my turn. And draw.
Oops, sorry if that was loud, everybody.
Gonna go to combat. Swing saplings and eat witness at the walker. And then Tanya at Gary.
Yep.
So I'll do something before blocks, I guess. I guess I will just cast a Comet Storm. So I'll do red, and I'll be able to put 3, 1, 2. I'll put 2, multi-kick it once. So X equals 2, multi-kick once. So I get to deal 2 damage to
2 targets?
2 targets. No. Yeah, 2 total targets. I'm going to pick Tana, and I'm going to pick the E-Witness.
Alright. They both die.
And then I will still have Karn go down how much? 2.
2.
Okay, so he goes from 5 down to 3.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Alright, I'm going to tap 3 for a Chaos Warp on the Blood Moon.
Ooh. Okay, that is gonna happen. So Blood Moon gets shuffled in, and I reveal off the top.
Yes, and if it's permanent, it comes into play.
Oh, please just hit a land or a Mycosynth Lattice or Sands of Time would be hilarious. Any number of things would be very, very funny. Let's see what I get. It's an instant. So it just stays on top.
It just stays on top.
Okay.
What is it?
It's Commander's Insight, X, blue, blue, blue. For an instant, target player draws X cards, plus an additional card for each time they've cast a commander from the command zone this game. From C21. Commander's Insight. What'd you say?
I passed.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. I will untap. I now have a wide variety of colors, which is nice. I will draw for turn, and then I drew Commander's Insight, just FYI, so it's not a land, so that kind of stinks. But I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cast a Tezzeret the Seeker. And so that's a 5 mana Planeswalker. Comes in with 4 loyalty. I'll just use this dice to represent the 4 loyalty that he comes in with. And I'm going to, if he resolves, I'm going to immediately minus X him for 4. So he's going to die. And I'm going to go get an artifact card, CMC 4 or less, and put it onto the battlefield.
Good.
So Tezzeret dies, and I go get a 4-drop. And then the only other thing I'm going to do is uptick 1 time on Karn, and that's it. So after I get this artifact, I'm going to be passing. I'm going to be looking for the artifact, though. So Sands of Time.
What does it do?
So it reads that we all skip our untap phase, but at the beginning of our upkeep, you simultaneously tap each untapped artifact, creature, and land, and you switch your tapped and untapped artifacts, creatures, and lands. If they're tapped, they untap, and if they're untapped, they tap. And you can tap in mana. You can tap mana, for mana in response to have them untap. What's that?
Before the end of your turn, the Chaos Warp, Sands of Time.
Chaos Warp on Sands of Time. That is a bummer. Okay, yeah, that's gonna happen. So I will go ahead and just shuffle it in, since I'm shuffling anyways. Okay. That's rough. Double Chaos Warp. Double Chaos Warp. Let's see what I get off the top. Darksteel Citadel comes into play. And yeah, that's it.
Draw.
Well, I did not get Sands of Time out.
Calamax. And then I'll play a Fabled Passage and get a Island and pass.
Alright. Why not? Yep. Draw. Gonna go to combat. Swing the saplings at Karn. 2/1/1s.
No blocks. He takes 2, going from 4 down to 2.
In second main, I'm going to tap for a Corpse Jack Menace. And I will pass the turn.
Sounds good. I will untap. No effects in my upkeep. I will draw 1 card for turn. And I will thankfully play an island, which is nice. I'm going to uptick Karn, going from 2 up to 3. Does nothing, though. And then that is going to do it. I'm going to pass the turn.
Sulfur Falls. I'll attack Karn.
Okay. In response, I will tap 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to attempt to cast a leadership vacuum targeting you, Gary Max.
What's that do?
Target player returns each commander they control from the battlefield to the command zone. I draw a card. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, it seems like a waste, but oh well. Fierce Guardianship that.
Okay. I am going to respond to that by tapping 2 mana, 1, 2, for my commander. I'm going to attempt to flash in my commander. How does that sound?
Yep.
Okay. And then, still in response to the Fierce Guardianship, I'm going to attempt to Deflecting Swat. Changing the target of Fierce Guardianship to Deflecting Swat.
Okay, so you're changing the target of the copy of Fierce Guardianship or the Fierce Guardianship? There's 2 Fierce Guardianships on the stack.
I definitely did not remember that there were 2.
Yeah, it's Kalanax.
Right, yeah, tapped. I forgot that he was tapped. In that case, I will not be able to redirect both of them. So, because I'm assuming both copies are targeting the leadership vacuum.
Yes.
So that's rough. Okay, I will just put that back in my hand, and I wouldn't have even flashed in Thanos, but he's here now, so that's okay. Yeah, that's gonna happen, so this is countered. And then I am just gonna pass the turn in shame.
So it wasn't your turn, it was my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn, you're attacking me.
Karn is-
I'm gonna go no blocks, and Karn is gonna die.
Okay. Alright, so I'll go to second main phase. And then, yeah, I'll pass.
Untap. And draw.
Oh yeah, I get a counter.
Well, misplay already. Oh well.
For From the Beyond.
What's that do?
At the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion token into battlefield. I can sacrifice
Okay.
it for a colorless mana.
Okay, in response, I'm gonna cast a Nexus of Fate. Counter, put a counter on Kalamax, and then 2 copies of Nexus of Fate. I'll put Nexus of Fate back in my old library.
That's just extra turns, right?
Yeah, 2 extra turns after yours.
So, and that's a shame because I can't even redirect with that one because of the way it's worded. Right.
It's not target player.
That's precisely what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm Code of Combat. Swing 4 at Gary.
Yep.
And then pass.
1, 2, 3, 4. Untap.
Oh, I think it's my turn, isn't it?
And I take 2 extra turns after after his
Oh,
turn.
yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yep.
No worries. Capuchin Force.
Wow, this is brutal.
And yeah, I'll attack you, Zach, with Calyx.
Sounds great. No blocks.
All right. For a red, I'll do a brute force, and I'll give him a counter, and I'll get 2 copies of brute force. That's 6. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 4, 13.
13 commander damage.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay.
And then, yeah, let's go ahead and do this now. Pale Life off the Carpusan Forest. And play Shunner's Ignition. So it was 9, 12. Wait, hold on a second. It was 6, 9, 13, yeah. So 13 damage to each creature and each player.
And is that twice? Or?
No, it's a sorcery. And Calmax only copies the first
Gotcha.
instant.
Yep. So
I've already done
just
my
13
work,
to each creature
Just
and our
13
face.
to each creature, yeah. 13 to each creature and each opponent.
Nice.
Alright, and then untap on my next turn, drop Spire Garden. Go to combat, and I'll attack Shadow for maybe 7.
Taking 7.
And then I'll pass.
Whose turn is it? Mine?
Your turn, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't want to jump the gun. Here I go. Untap. No effects in the upkeep. I will draw a card. I pass.
Draw. I'll attack. You get the highest, so I'll attack you again, Shadow.
How much?
So before damage, I'm going to cast a growth spiral. So that will give him another counter. So it would be 8. Growth spiral. So double that, draw 2 cards. And second main, blue and a green for a Kiora's follower. And I'll take 2 damage off that and pass.
Alright. Untap. Going to make a Scion on my upkeep. And draw. I'm gonna tap out, sacrificing this for colorless mana, and cast a Mazarek.
What does that do?
2/2 flying. Whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control.
Yikes.
And I will pass.
Okay. On the end step, I am just going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I'm going to cast a Solemn Simulacrum. So I'm going to go get a basic land into play tapped. And then I will go to my turn. I will untap and nothing to do in the upkeep. And I will draw for turn. And I am just gonna pass the turn.
For 4, Stormkiln Artisan. And I'll go to combat and attack Shadow with Calamax and attack Zach with Kiora's Follower.
Kiora's Follower is at 2/2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna block with the Solemn Simulacrum.
I'm gonna block with Mazarek.
Alright.
So I have a trigger. I may draw a card. So I'm gonna do that.
I'll be done after that.
Nice.
Untap. Make token. And draw. Tap out, sacking the token again for a Tender Shoot Dryad. And then I will pass the turn.
Okay, I am gonna do something. I'm gonna do something at your end step. I am going to tap 2 mana. 1, 2. I'm gonna cast an Expressive Iteration. Expressive Iteration. Look at the top 3. Put 1 into my hand, 1 on the bottom of the library, and exile 1. And I can play the exile card this turn. So I'm gonna do that. Look at the top 3.
Good.
I'm going to exile one of them. It is Sands of Time. I'm going to put 1 onto the bottom of my library, which is Mountain. And I don't have to show the one that goes to my hand. Put 1 of them into your hand. Yeah. So this mystery card goes to my hand. And this is exiled. This is on the bottom. because I may play the exiled card this turn, I'm going to do that by tapping 4 and trying to cast a Sands of Time from exile. How's that?
Yeah, it resolves.
Okay. And then I will go to my turn then, I guess.
Well, it resolves what I'm going to do Beast Within
Okay.
on the Sands of Time and the Tender Sheet Dryad.
Okay. So the Sands of Time is destroyed and I get a 3/3. Nice. I have the beast somewhere. Yeah, so that hurt. So then I will go to my untap since I have one, right? Or did you do that in my upkeep?
I did that it was, I mean, like the spell resolved and then I did it.
Okay.
Only in step.
Okay,
So I think
so
it was technically still that guy's turn.
okay. So then I will get to untap as normal then. Okay, that sounds good. And then I get to draw a card for turn. I will play a tapped Lonely Sandbar as my land for turn. And I will just pass there. That's it for me. Pass.
Steam events. Go. Go to combat and attack. Zach.
Okay. I will block with the beast token.
And pass.
So the beast token gets lit up.
Did you say pass?
Mm-hmm.
Untap and draw. Make that token. I'll play a forest. And I'm gonna tap 2 for a Fiend Artisan. And then if that's good, I'm gonna tap 3 for Rayhawk. And I will pass.
Okay, I guess I'll do this in your instep. I think I'm gonna try to tap 2 mana here, 1, 2, and I'm gonna try to cast an Underworld Breach. And I'm gonna try to recast Sands of Time from my graveyard by exiling 3 other cards in addition to their cost. So I will pick 3 cards to exile.
Let's see. You may choose new targets for target spell or ability. Let me see. 1 second. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Okay, and I have to pay 4 mana still. 1, 2. Actually, I'll do 1, 2, 3. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have to do 4. Okay. Paid 4 mana, Sands of Time, and then I do get Underworld Breach still for my next turn, I believe, because I wanted to do this at the end of your turn, not at the beginning of the end step. Is that right? Does that make sense? I wanted to do it after the beginning of the end step, but before the beginning of my turn. You see what I'm saying? I think I get to keep it for my turn. But I think I have to sack it at the beginning of my end step. So, anywho, I'll go ahead and go to my turn then, I guess. And I have no untap, but in response to my upkeep, my Sands of Time trigger, I'm going to tap 2 lands, floating 2 mana, and doing nothing with it. And then I will let the Sands of Time trigger happen, and I will simultaneously untap and tap all my artifacts, creatures, and lands. And then I go to draw a card. I draw. And then I play an Emergence Zone as my land for turn. And I will pass the turn there. Hang on. Before that happens, I might want to cast something out of my graveyard before I have to sack the Underworld Breach. Give me 1 sec. I'll do a Karn. Yeah, so I think I'm going to get back Karn. I'm going to recast Karn using Underworld Breach, exiling these cards, and paying 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paying 4 mana, Karn, and then I have to sack the Underworld Breach at the end of turn. And then that's going to be it for me. I also don't get to activate his loyalty ability, but that's okay. He comes in at 5. And then that's a pass.
So what do I need to do here?
So at the beginning of you skip your untap, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, you simultaneously tap and untap all of your artifacts, creatures, and lands. So your treasures tap. Your creatures both tap, and the Stormkiln Artist will tap, Calamax will untap, and then all of your lands will tap unless you, in response, tap them all for mana so that they are tapped. That allows you to then untap them. You see what I'm saying? So you float mana in response to the trigger. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You float mana in response to the trigger. They're all tapped, so then you let the trigger resolve. They all untap. If you can tap any mana dorks, you would do that at that time also. Or if you have, like, tap this creature, whatever. Your treasures are shut off. Your Stormkiln is tapped. Tapped. The treasures are tapped because it's artifacts too. Yep. That's it. You're done. Draw a card as normal. Yep. One interesting note about the rules is phasing doesn't work. Your creatures don't phase in because you skip your untap phase. Isn't that weird?
And I'll attack you with Calamax.
Yeah, I figured you might do something like that, so I think I might just be dead. I mean, I guess I could recast Thanos, maybe, and that would, because you don't have trample right now, correct?
Yeah, I'll trample.
So I'm gonna just recast Thanos. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna cast Thanos and declare him as a 1/3 blocker to the lethal Calamax damage.
Before damage, I'm gonna cast a regrowth, roiling regrowth, so he'll get a counter. Wait, that makes it 6, and I'll get 2 treasures.
Nice.
Sacrifice the 4, so I tapped. And yeah, that's it.
I do have a question. You attacked who or what with the Stormkiln artist that I did not block?
It was tapped, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. So Thanos dies, and I will put him to the command zone. That's it for you. So now it's on Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what you got? Hey, Mr. Cool, what is up? Sorry, we're deep in the shit in this game. It's So yeah, you don't untap as normal,
Yeah,
right? You tap all your untap things and untap. Yeah, tap them all in response, and then you will. So not enchantments. That's the one thing that does not tap. Yeah. And then all your lands will untap in response to the trigger, right?
Yeah. I gotta make
Yep.
a sign.
Yep. 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 There you go. Now you are good. Draw a card. Yep.
One tap 5. Play out Olo Guardian.
Oh,
Trample.
nice.
Beginning of combat, your turn. If you control your commander, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Gonna go to combat. Put the 1/1 counters on all of them. And then pass.
All right. Sounds good. I will skip my untap, but in my upkeep, I will tap these two and let the Sands of Time trigger twiddle all my stuff. So untap my lands and then untap my artifact. And then I will draw a card for turn. I will... I will uptick Karn, and then I will pass. So, untap them, untap them, untap them. You need to tap your 2 treasure and untap the other 2. Well, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter then.
Yeah, we're good with that.
Nice.
Blue.
What Eldrazi to pick up next? Leaning for Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. Dude, yes, please get a bunch of Eldrazi. They are so strong, it's ridiculous.
Veyron, Voice of Duality. And go to combat. And attack. How many tokens do you have, Shadow?
I have the 1 token right here, and then a tap token and a tap token.
What are all those counters? Is it like one of those
Counters
creatures
are
is really?
from Loyal Guardian.
But nothing is like 10/10 or anything like that.
The biggest creature I have is the Fiend Artisan tap.
What's its power toughness?
It is a 6 and 6/6.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Cool, that sounds good.
So
You
I'll
should...
attack Zach with the Stormkiln Artist and Shadow with Calamax.
I'll go no blocks to the Stormkiln Artist.
I'm gonna block with the token.
So, sorry, but how big is the Stormkiln Artist?
It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Okay. I'll take 6 then.
Still a 6/2 though, right?
Yeah, it's 2 plus however many artifacts I have. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, no. Calamax. Calamax is a 10.
Okay. Yeah, I'm blocking with a token.
Calamax is a 10. And then I'll pass.
When that token dies, I'll move the counter
Kozilek Great Distortion is amazing.
to the Loyal Guardian from the Rayhan trigger.
Seriously, Kozilek the Great Distortion, being able to draw back up to 7 every time is
And then
ridiculous.
for my turn, I will do the lands.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go ahead and untap
Yep.
them.
Sounds good. Untap all your tap creatures, tap all your untap creatures, and same for artifacts. You're good. So then draw a card.
And I'll make another sign token.
I think I'm going to go for the win after this.
I'm going to.
I think I'm going to go for the win.
Activate Fiend Artisan. Putting.
One drop.
Sacrificing this creature for the trigger, and then sacrificing this to add mana.
One second. Fiend Artisan, 1 second here. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Creature getting sacrificed for the ability, creature sacrificed for mana. Putting the counter on Loyal Guardian. So the mana will be. It'll be a 6 cost.
Mr. Cool, that is hilarious. Mr. Cool, that is quite funny. I think I'm going to go for the win, but Calamax has a lot up, but I'm going to have a lot up too. They all proceeded to scoop. That is hilarious. I love it. It's delightfully, awfully hilarious. I think I'm going to go for the win here, hopefully.
That creature's gonna be Herd Baloth.
Alright, I'm hopefully going to go for the win. Can't wait.
And I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay, I'm going to do stuff on your instep before it is my turn. I am going to attempt to cast my commander. Tapping thusly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to tap 2 more. 5, 6. That's 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the third time, Tawnos. So if that resolves, then I will try to move to my turn. If that's cool.
Good.
I skip my untap step, but I will tap all of my mana. So I have 1 red and 3 blue that I just floated from these in response to the Sands of Time trigger in my upkeep. And I'm going to activate Tawnos with a red and a blue to copy the Sands of Time trigger. Does that happen?
Good.
Okay, so I'll let the first Sands of Time trigger resolve, so that'll twiddle all my stuff. I'll untap all of this, and I will present a loop where I am able to tap 4 blue, 5 blue, going up to 7 blue. I can tap 2 red, so I've got 2 red, and I can tap 3 colorless. That's 3 on the colorless, and I will use 1 red and another blue going to 6, and I will tap Tawnos to copy the original trigger again, and I can do that as many times as I want, generating infinite mana in the process in my upkeep. The end state will be as much red, colorless, and blue mana as I want, and all of my stuff will end up being untapped. So that's a thing. So I will do that. I will leave all my stuff untapped. And still in my upkeep with infinite mana before I switch phases, I will attempt to cast a Commander's Insight, where X is 2 less than the number of cards in my library. I'm sorry, no. I'll do it to, because I forgot about the plus. I'll do it to where it's like 5 less than the number of cards in my library. So I'll draw all but 2 cards.
Oh, Deflecting Swat that.
Okay.
So it'll be 3 copies of Deflecting Swat on the stack.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah, I think what I want to do in response to that is use more of this mana, all of this mana that I still have. I'm going to try to cast an Explosion, dealing the same number that I just mentioned, damage to Calamax, and targeting myself to draw that many cards. Explosion from Expansion
Okay,
Explosion.
Good game. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Thanks for the game, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't you make him draw his library out?
Who's that?
If he's changing the... If you're doing the explosion and drawing that many cards, and then the Commander Insight resolves to make you draw that many more cards, if you draw your library out, you lose.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
And then the other 2 copies target me, make me draw my library out.
That could be a thing. I did have more stuff in hand, but it would have gotten a little crazy.
Oh, yeah, we'll play it out then for sure, if you've got more things in hand.
Well, no, it's just I could have solved the equation to go get another, get Blue Sun Zenith and
How are you going to play? Oh, yeah, you've got the
because of the ley line, it makes everything really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the ley line.
But yeah, the triple Deflecting Swat I think was going to be bad news also. So, do you want me to keep playing it out, Shadow? I know you're still alive.
I have no interaction if you're going to draw your library.
I am, and I'll cast just some ridiculous spell to Blue Sun Zenith you out.
What happens when if the Deflecting Swords don't resolve because he's scooped, right? Or he's...
No, the game's over. He won.
Because I can just, in response, draw you out.
Yeah, he won the game.
Oh, with the next spell.
Yep. Yep, sorry about it. That's the first time I've ever won with this deck, so thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. Well, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.
You do.
All right, everybody. That was a victory for the old Sands of Time combo. Infinite mana. Draw them out. Booyah. That's how it goes. He had the Calamax, which, upon further review, I need to kill Calamax each and every single time because the counter spells with multiple copies makes it... it shuts down my entire deck. It's horrible. It's awful. Yeah, it is ridiculously strong. So... It's 8:09. I might try to get one more game in, potentially. We'll see. We'll see if I can get one more game in. I appreciate everyone who stuck around for that one. That was a bit of a grind, Mr. Cool. You say you're working on a Voltron hamster deck. I assume you're talking about Boo, right? From Minsk and Boo, or whatever it is. The one from the D&D set, right? The Voltron hamster. I think that's what you're talking about. I love the Voltron hamster. Yep, I didn't cast Tawnos right the first time. It sent me back a whole turn. It was rough. So, I loved the Blood Moon early. They hated it. The ley line was really good. So yeah, maybe I'll do one more with the Tawnos deck. Hopefully I can, pop off. We shall see. Let me see how these queues are looking. Looking at the queues. I guess I'll queue up. I guess I'm queuing up. All right. So that was a good one. I ended up coming out with the victory through the Sands of Time loop combo. I was able to generate infinite mana, and I was able to therefore draw all of my cards except for a couple, just because I didn't need all of them, and then because I had solved the equation and stuff. And then I was able to just win the game by casting Blue Sun Zenith a bunch, or any other number of spells that can draw them out, or otherwise win the game, basically. I can cast Urza. That would have been fun. I could have cast the Mycosynth. That would have been fun. There's any number of ways that I could have closed him out. So the one dude basically scooped. The other guy didn't really see it. And then I proceeded to show him that I could just, in response, do whatever I wanted, pretty much, which was always a good feeling. That's the first time I was able to do it with this deck. Hopefully I can do it more consistently, which is good. But yeah, Tawnos came out on top with the Sands of Time combo. Way to go, Tawnos. You did it. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll see if I can do it again. I'm going to either do it or die trying. I think the people should have attacked me more. He definitely should have killed me with Calamax sooner, I think. Because you just, you have to just kill me. That's just what it is. So yeah, it was overall a good match, I think, even though there was a bit of misplay on my part, casting the Tawnos when I knew I shouldn't have, and stuff like that. Get some water. Looks like we are at 3 people. Oh, we are at 4 people for this game, so we are about to jump into game number 2. I am victorious on the first game. Let's see if we can't continue on into victory in game number 2 with Tawnos, taking it up game number 2. Double Tawnos night. It's all you're going to get is some Izzet, control-y, grindy grossness. I'm sorry if you were looking for something else, but... Oh, Peanut is making noise. Here we go, people. Let's get this going. Hey, gentlemen, I'm sorry. I actually have to back out. I'm so sorry.
No worries, man.
It's terrible. Yeah, have a good one. See ya.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, that is going to do it for me tonight. I have real life stuff to take care of. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching. It was good times. I got my 1 victory in with Tawnos, and it was a lot of fun. I know my opponents didn't like it with the Blood Moon, but, it is what it is. I added a Magus of the Moon, so I don't feel bad. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, Mr. Cool. I appreciate the support. Thanks for watching, Kristen. And yeah, everyone have a great Monday evening into this short week. And I'll see you when I stream later on. Thanks, and stay safe.